like a half.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you in live Palm Springs Stadium here on a beautiful Saturday late morning as we get into the early afternoon. I'm Evan Schmeiser, joined by Nash Walker, and it's the Blue Sox taking on the Northstars today. Blue Sox will be coming up to bat first, similar looking uniforms, so just to keep that all in check, Blue Sox are the away team, Northstars are the home team. Blue Sox come into this game at 3-2. Northstars coming in, 1 win, 1 loss, and 2 ties, coming off a tie in their last game. Actually, a good amount of ties we've seen so far, Nash.
Yeah, I want to highlight the pitching staffs here. You look at the Blue Sox, pretty decent start, 4.85 ERAs, 4th in the league entering today. But the Northstars, dead last in ERA in the PSCL, almost 11.50. And that's a full run over the Grizzly, who are second to last. So it's been a struggle for Northstars pitching, 21 in the third. They faced 120 hitters, 30 hits, and 20 walks, Evan. It hasn't gone well, and we'll see if they can get on the good side pitching-wise today.
Well, definitely something to keep an eye on. Northstars also second in the league in hitting as a team, batting .326, 441 on base percentage. OPS as a team, just under 900. Looks like we're just about set for the first batter of the game. Ryan Osso will be leading us off. He'll be facing Austin Sheldon on the mound. Austin Sheldon out of Lower Columbia College. He's pitched in 1 game so far this season. He went 5 innings for the Northstars back on the 11th against the Bootleggers. Team ended up winning that game, allowed just a couple earned runs, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, a couple walks. He gets to start here today.
Blue Sox offense been about league average so far through 5 games.
As Ryan Osso will dig into the box to get us started. Ryan Osso out of Culver Stockton. Looks like he takes the ball on the first pitch. So far, 0 for 5 to start the season for Ryan Osso. This will be the 4th game he's played in so far. He's been hit by a pitch once. Shattered his bat out to second base. Curdy not able to get a handle on it. And reaching on an error. First batter of the game is Ryan Osso. That'll go down as an E4. That bat just absolutely shattered, just completely splintered off.
Exploded, and a softly hit ball eaten up a little bit at second base. Cordy, and decent start for the Blue Sox offense.
Yeah, so a leadoff base runner is on for the Blue Sox. That'll bring Alexis Gamino up. one of the extra hitters. 10 men batting in this order for the Blue Sox. So that pitch just misses for a ball. Gamino listed as a pitcher and a third baseman. Seen him pitch once so far. So that throw over gets away. Also will go over to second. He's around second going to third. Throw over to third will be not in time. Ryan also goes from first to third.
Big time speed there. I like the aggressiveness. That ball, when it gets away from the first baseman here at Palm Springs Stadium, there's a lot of foul territory over there. It can roll all the way to the fence, and that one looked like it did.
Austin Sheldon just went to check on the runner, threw it away. So 2 quick errors for the North Stars puts him on third base with nobody out. 2 balls, no strikes to Gamino at the plate. 2 for 4 so far in the season, playing in his 4th game. Couple singles. He was hit by a pitch earlier. Big swing and a miss, 2-1. A little bit of a late swing there.
Plenty of buzz on that fastball here, Evan, in the early going.
How about this start, potentially for the Blue Sox? A ground ball will get a run home.
Another good fastball.
Big swing and a miss. Actually, down on strikes goes Alexis Gamino. So Austin Sheldon able to come back after those 2 early errors. Strike out Gamino for the first down in the inning. That'll bring Matthew Lawton to the plate. Lawton out of Cabrillo College. This will be his 5th game today. 3 for 5 on the season. 4 runs batted in. A couple doubles. They'll now face a 1-0 count. Trying to pick up his teammate, Gamino, in order to score Ryan Osso from third base. That ball gets away from Federico Sanchez for a moment, the catcher behind the plate. Not far enough for Osso to advance.
Yeah, it's a tough spot for Sheldon. You get a soft ground ball to lead off the game. Guy ends up at third on the throw over and then a strikeout. So
he made a good pitch on him too. He broke his bat. 2-0 the count to Matthew Lawton. That ball's lined out to center field. Jacob Monday comes in. He's got a beat on it. Tagging is Osso. Here's the throw of the plate. And the throw's going to be late. Ryan Osso crosses the plate. Sacrifice fly for Matthew Lawton. His 5th RBI of the season. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Blue Sox.
Nice job by Lawton. That error comes around to bite the Blue Sox, as they usually do, Evan.
Absolutely right. An unearned run on the board. And that'll bring up Joshua Notriano, the cleanup hitter. Big 6'2" lefty. So that's fisted behind the third base bag. And it'll drop just foul behind the third baseman, Connor Caldwell. So a quick 0-1 count. Joshua Notriano, big 6'2" lefty, 210 pounds, out of McHenry County College. 2 for 9 so far in the season, this being his 5th game. 3 RBIs to his credit and a double. That ball's lined into center field for a base hit. Notriano's aboard. That'll give the Blue Sox a 2-out base runner. And the first hit of the game for the Blue Sox.
And Jeremy Giesick, who's 2 for 8 with a couple hits. Mentioned this Blue Sox offense, about league average thus far offensively. But with the way Tavin Hathaway's pitched on the other side, every run counts here in the top half.
Jeremy Giesick hitting .250 so far. He's playing in right field today for the Blue Sox. Big swing and a miss, no balls, 1 strike. Mentioned it earlier now, it's absolutely beautiful day right now. One of the cooler days we've had so far out here. Reasonable
Wonderful
breeze. Feel the mist system just a little bit. Another swing and a miss. 0-2 the count to Giesick.
Sheldon, plenty of buzz on that fastball. He's getting swings and misses here early, and I would just keep throwing it until they prove they can hit it. Here's the 0-2.
Another swing and a miss. Gieseck goes down on 3 pitches. That'll retire the side. 1 hit, 1 run, an unearned run at that for the Blue Sox. And we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. The North Stars will come up to bat. Just about set for the bottom of the first inning. North Stars will take their first at bat. Jacob Monday, Roman Robles, Bryce Sidler will get us started for the North Stars. Blue Sox able to put up an unearned run, taking advantage of a couple errors in the first inning on the part of the North Stars.
The North Stars leading hitter Gabriel Cristall is not in the starting lineup. He's listed as a substitute today. He's 5 for 8, and he's got a double and a homer, so that's a break for Hathaway.
And Taven Hathaway will get started dealing with Jacob Monday, the center fielder. So that first pitch is inside for a ball.
Monday 2 for 4, couple singles, hit by a pitch, 2 walks, so he's been on base quite a bit. 667 on base.
You have Taven Hathaway, a big 6'1", 220-pound right-handed pitcher. He loves a pitch in there, strike 1. He's pitched once so far this season, that coming back on the 13th against the Coyotes. Went 4 innings, allowed a couple earned runs, struck out 5, walked 2, give up 4 hits. So this being his second pitching appearance of the season, he's quickly ahead of ball 2 strikes.
Yeah, in the opener, Hathaway worked through some command problems early, but really settled into that game. Ended up pitching quite well.
Here's the 1-2, Hathaway to Monday. Check swing, he went around. 1 batter, 1 strikeout for Taven Hathaway, and there's 1 down.
That was nasty, Evan.
That was a good-looking breaking
ball. Had him way out in front. You throw your fastball for a strike, you get ahead, and then you can put him away with that breaker. Nasty.
And I'll bring up the second batter, Roman Robles, out of Citrus Community College. He's played in 4 games so far. 1 for 6 in his limited at-bats, scored a couple runs. Getting to start in right field today. Sticks a ball upstairs 1-0. Outfield playing pretty straight away. Jamal Ritter shaded over a couple steps towards right center. Joshua Notrano, the right fielder for the Blue Sox, shaded a little more towards the line. Playing shallow and left is Jacob Colt. 1-0 swing and a miss. A ball on the strike.
This North Stars offense has been very good. It's the pitching staff has left a little bit to be desired, but they've been able to score runs.
Corner infielders playing back, not expecting a bunt. That ball swung on, hit pretty well to right field. Notriano going back. That's going to get over his head off the base of the wall. Robles taking a turn to second. He'll get in there with a headfirst dive. A ringing 1-out double for Roman Robles, driving it all the way out to the wall.
Yeah, just missed. Just missed a homer there. Ball was laced to right field. Got his bat head out in front.
Ball absolutely traveled like crazy, Nash.
I thought it had a chance and then sort of died right at the start of the warning track. Bounced hard off the wall.
And I'll bring up the first baseman, Bryce Sidler. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches tall, 215 pounds, sophomore out of American River College. So far, 1 for 8 on the season. That one hit being a home run, and he has 4 RBIs. Was that the grand slam from yesterday, Nash?
It was not. I wondered that for Sidler, if he also hit one.
He has 1 home run so far in the season. He's behind in the count. No balls and a strike. Chance for an RBI. Northstars trying to answer back after giving up an unearned run in the Blue Sox half of the first inning. Upstairs, that'll get past the catcher Troy May. A break for the Northstars as Robles will advance to third.
Similar position now as the Blue Sox had. 1 out, runner at third, ended up scoring on a sac fly.
Northstars trying to answer back. Middle infield playing back. They'll concede a run on a ground ball. Looks like came out of the shortstop in a couple steps, playing a little more halfway range. Way inside. That's off the arm of Bryce Sidler. Squeeze on with a hit by pitch. That puts runners on first and third with 1 out. And I'll bring up the catcher, Federico Sanchez.
Sanchez 1 for 5, 3 strikeouts. An opportunity here for Hathaway to get a big K. Or a double play ball.
Check swing, that's fouled straight back. Sanchez got a high fastball. He ended up pulling the trigger just enough.
See if Sidler takes off. On the season, 17 steals for this Northstars team. They've been caught 5 times.
Big looking lead. And there goes Sidler. That ball gets away. And crossing the plate to score is Robles. Going to third is Bryce Sidler. He never stopped. So that'll even us up at 1 apiece. Robles scores on the wild pitch. Stolen base for Bryce Sidler takes second. He was going on the pitch and able to go to third on the wild pitch. Couple of balls past the catcher so far. 2 wild pitches. And now that'll actually bring the Blue Sox infield all the way in on Federico Sanchez. Check swing, ball in the dirt. No swing according to the home plate umpire. So 2 balls and a strike. Federico Sanchez trying to get a ball in the air or something through the infield. Chance to give the Northstars a 2-1 lead just like that.
Interesting to see in the first inning, the infield in like that.
That's in the air to left field. Jacob Culp comes in, gets a good running start. Here comes Sidler, the throw of the plate. It ends up hitting Sidler on his way in. A break for the Northstars. Bryce Sidler crosses the plate. It's 2-1 Northstars. Nash are able to answer right on back after giving up the unearned run.
Good job by Sanchez. Get that ball deep enough into left field. Good effort. He did have a running start on it, but that's just a tough play.
Already seeing some really nice small ball. Couple sacrifice flies early in this game. As Connor Caldwell takes the ball down and in, 1-0. Caldwell batting 5th, playing 3rd base for the Northstars. Out of College of Siskiyous.
1 for 3 on the season.
Way inside, nearly hit him 2-0. Max, you surprised at all seeing the Blue Sox playing the infield in so early in the first inning at what was originally a tie ball game?
I was. You wonder with the time limit if they always will press in because there's only 2 hours of gameplay and every run is so crucial.
Up high 3-0.
If it's a 7-inning game, maybe you see them back in the first inning.
And the Blue Sox about middle of the pack as far as offensive numbers are concerned, batting .286 as a team. And 3-0 pitch, breaking ball, the 3-0 count to Caldwell, moves it to a 3-1 count. More and more ways to surprise us, Nash. Nobody on base, 2 outs, a 3-0 breaking ball, get me over.
Well, now if you're Caldwell, what are you looking for? I mean,
you would think fastball, but you could get anything.
And
another breaking ball, strike 2.
Wow. And on 3-2, I think Hathaway has multiple options here.
If you're Connor Caldwell, you gotta think to yourself, what the heck's going on here? 2 straight breaking balls? The 3-2 pitch, another breaking ball in there for a called strike 3. And that'll finally retire the side, but not before the North Stars able to answer back, thanks to a ringing double off the wall by Roman Robles, and a wild pitch, and then pass ball later, 2 runs cross the plate. The North Stars take a 2-1 lead. We go to the top of the second. Just about set for the top of the second inning. North Stars take a 2-1 lead as the Blue Sox are set to take their second hacks. Troy May, Jamal Ritter, Jacob Kalt due up. 6, 7, 8 for the Blue Sox. Nash, an already wildly different pace to this game compared to our first one this morning, Lumberjacks and the Green Dragons. 12 combined walks and hit batters in that previous game, Nash, and already 2 plays at the plate, a ringing double off the wall. It's been moving like crazy.
I like the swings early in counts, aggressiveness. Just as we say it, it's 2-0.
Troy May, a couple hits and 8 tries so far in the season, this being his 5th game. The catcher behind the plate for the North Stars. A couple RBIs, he's drawn a couple walks. The ball's on the ground. Shortstop side, Green backhands, bobbles for a moment over the first, and he's able to get his man by just a step.
Good recovery by Green at short. That's not an easy play. Toward the hole on his backhand, made a good strong throw.
And he never panicked either. It looked like he had a good idea that he had the catcher running. Then I'll bring up the center fielder, Jamal Ritter. Ritter out of State University of New York, Old Westbury. Junior over there as he takes the ball outside. 2 for 6 so far on the season, this being his 5th game that he's playing in. Also drawn 3 walks. 2-0 the count to Ritter. What are you looking for right here, Nash? 2-0 count to Jamal Ritter.
Definitely fastball, dead red.
Check swing, called a strike anyway on the outside part of the plate. 3 straight fastballs from Austin Sheldon on the outer part. Tries again on the outside, and he misses. It's 3-1.
Yeah, Ritter, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Deep counts for him early in the season.
Working quickly is Austin Sheldon as he delivers ball 4 outside.
Just missed. Good take.
His first walk of the game, Jamal Ritter on, and gives the Blue Sox a 1-out base runner. That'll bring the left fielder, Jacob Kalt, up to the plate. Called out of West Los Angeles College. 1 for 7 so far. So he takes a pitch outside ball 1.
As a team, the Blue Sox have drawn the second most walks in the league coming into today with 25.
Northstars pinched in the middle, trying to turn a double play with 1 out and a man on first.
Blue
Short
Sox,
lead from Jamal Ritter.
12 for 15, and steal at times. Ritter takes off.
That pitch fouled back by call. Jamal Ritter running on the pitch.
Yeah, 12 for 15. In terms of steals, they're 5th. Everybody's just looking up at those A's. 25 for 27 stolen base attempts.
The 0-2 pitch, that's outside. Ritter did not go on that last pitch. Jamal Ritter has not attempted a stolen base so far this season. Wonder if we'll see him try to take off again. There he goes again. That ball hit in the air. Shallow right field. Back is Sidler. That ball's going to drop in no man's land. Ritter stops at second base. He actually turned around. He thought about going back at first. Not sure if that was going to be caught. But a bloop single for Jacob Call that puts men on first and second with 1 out.
And Ritter had to hold up and see if that ball was going to drop, hitting a perfect spot. Just a blooper. Frustrating if you're Sheldon. You'll take it if you're Call.
Looked like there wasn't any kind of hit and run on. Ritter was just trying to steal that bag all the way instead of looking in towards the batter. That brings up Primo Vasquez out of St. Mary's University in San Antonio. 2 for 8 so far this season.
Had a double as well.
That gets past Federico Sanchez. Both runners will advance. Ritter to third, Call to second. A break for the Blue Sox on the pass ball. And now after the North Stars took a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the first inning, the Blue Sox with a chance to answer right back in the top of the second. 1 out, men on second and third. The middle infield playing back. They'll concede a run on the ground ball to tie this game. Down low, 2-0. Nash, we could possibly see a third play at the plate. We've already seen 2 on sacrifice flies.
Yeah, first base is open. 2-0 count. Only 1 out now. 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0 the count. The second baseman, Wyatt Curdy, just before that pitch was delivered, came right in on the grass.
You do have Queimada on deck, who's 1 for 5 with a couple of strikeouts.
Shortstop Adam Green playing back. So that's in there, strike 1, 3-1 the count. Interesting alignment. Shortstop playing back, second baseman playing in to try and cut off the run at the plate. The 3-1. Line drive in the right field. It's in for a base hit. Ritter scores. Colt holds up at third. RBI single for Primo Vasquez. His first RBI of the season, and that knots up our score at 2 apiece.
Got ahead in the count, 3-0, took a strike, and then roped a single to right field. Nice job, Primo Vasquez.
And Nash, we'll see how the rest of this inning turns out, but already that pass ball paying dividends for the Blue Sox, allowing them to take advantage. That brings up the shortstop, Joel Queimada, the 10th batter in this Blue Sox lineup. Out of Upland High School, he fouls that pitch straight back. 1 for 5 so far in the season. He's been hit by a couple pitches and a couple walks drawn. This being the 5th game he's played so far. So far, reaching base the majority of his plate appearances. That's popped up foul and out of play.
Good breaking ball from Sheldon. Seen a lot of fastballs here from him, and caught Queimada on his front foot.
This will be a real good time for Austin Sheldon's 3rd strikeout of the game. There goes the runner from first. No throw from Federico Sanchez. Primo Vasquez steals second without a throw. That'll be the first stolen base of the season from Primo Vasquez as he nabs second. Putting men on second and third, 1 out. Curdy playing in on the grass. Now Green comes into the grass. That's upstairs 2-2. So the infield's all the way in for the North Stars, with the score tied at 2 in the second. We talked about earlier, Nash. Surprised at all? Tie score, seeing the infield drawn all the way in?
Yeah, maybe a hair, and it beats him there.
That's a line drive in the left field for a base hit. 1 run scores, and here comes Vasquez to throw home, not in time. An aggressive wave around, that being a 2-run single for Joel Queimada. Colt scored easily from third. I didn't think they'd wave around Vasquez, but he got the wave.
3 hits in a row here for the Blue Sox. Outstanding start to the second inning, and still only 1 out. Top of the order coming up too.
3 runs on the board for the Blue Sox. They're able to answer back and take a 4-2 lead. First RBIs of the season for Primo Vasquez as he drove in 2 right there. And good for the young, and good for the young high schooler.
Bottom of this order doing work, Evan.
Brings up the leadoff man Ryan Osso. Takes a fastball in there, strike 1. Osso reached on an error by the second baseman Wyatt Curdy his first time up. Bat ended up splintering in 2 in that first at bat. He's up with a man on first, and North Stars look to turn 2. Try and limit the damage in this inning. A ball and a strike to Osso.
A great response from the Blue Sox. Give up the lead right away in the bottom of the first. What do? Rally with 1 out.
That ball's off the glove of the third baseman Caldwell. Whoa, that ball thrown away by the shortstop Green. Runners be going like crazy. Rounding third aim for home is Queimada. Throw to the plate, and he's going to be safe. It's the call at the plate. Looked like the ball beat Queimada. The throw was a little bit up the third base line. Sanchez not able to apply the tag in time. What a sequence of events, my goodness.
Also gets up to third on the play. So dropped by Caldwell. Then he thinks about it and goes to second, throws it away.
He would have had Joel Queimada at second base. Queimada having to wait to see if that ball was caught or not. And as you mentioned before, Nash, so much room in foul territory, that gave Queimada all the time he needed to score all the way from first. That brings Alexis Gambino to the plate. He gets that ball in the air foul. Struck out his first time up. And he'll bat with Ryan Osso over at third base. Chance with less than 2 outs to make it a 6-2 ball game. This time the North Stars playing back, at least in the middle of the infield. Swing and a miss from Gambino. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swinging, softly hit ball. Sidler has it. He bobbles it. No play at first. Bryce Sidler, the first baseman, had it. His only play would have been to try and go to first base with Austin Sheldon covering. No play nonetheless. And it's a 6-2 ball game. RBI for Alexis Gambino. We'll wait for an official scoring at the moment, but you have to assume that's the 4th error of the game for the North Stars.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate for Sheldon. There's been some hard contact, but also soft contact not turned into outs. And there's nothing more frustrating as a pitcher.
So that brings up Matthew Lawton. His sacrifice fly to center field in the first inning. So far, 5 runs scored in the top of the second for the Blue Sox. And just 2 hits so far this inning. That's chopped foul to the left side. Six runs, 4 total hits for the Blue Sox. quite a way to answer back after falling behind 2-1 after the first.
Absolutely. It's been a great inning. They've taken advantage of some mistakes, putting the ball in play.
Oh, and there goes Gambino.
What a jump.
No chance. He got, talk about a walking lead and timing up the pitcher, Austin Sheldon. One of the easier stolen bases we'll see on the entire season as he nabs second.
A great lead, great jump.
First stolen base of the season for Gambino. 1 for 2 so far overall.
Northstars now 35 runs scored against them this year. It's the most in the league.
That's outside 2-0. Perhaps that was why they're playing the infield in a couple times early in this game, just to try and keep it close. Still not out of reach, but they have to try to get out of it. And that's actually taken for strike 3 by Matthew Lawton. So 2 outs in the inning. Third strikeout of the game for Austin Sheldon. That brings Joshua Notriano to the plate. He singled in the first inning. Well, that with a man on second base, chance for a 2-out RBI. So that another one gets away from the catcher, Federico Sanchez. Second wild pitch of the game for Austin Sheldon. He just spiked a fastball on the backhand side of Sanchez. It would have been a tough ball to try to block.
It's become a very long inning in the field for the Northstars.
The 1-0 is taking upstairs ball 2. So 2-0 count to Joshua Notriano. He's the 8th man to come to the plate. So he gets that one foul at the plate.
Honestly, I mean, I don't think Sheldon's pitched poorly. I think he's thrown strikes, balls have been put in play, and plays haven't been made behind him.
Yeah, the inning started with a ground out to short, a walk to Ritter, end up having a pass ball, bloop single by Jacob Kalt. Primo Vasquez ended up reaching and scoring. 2 RBI single from Joel Queimada. Hit by Asso. Here we are now, 6-2 ball game.
Big swing from Notriano.
Count stands at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside, 3-2. First base is open with a man on third, the 3-2. Foul tipped into the glove of Federico Sanchez. 4th strikeout of the game for the pitcher Austin Sheldon. Notriano goes down on strikes to finally retire the side. But not before 5 runs cross the plate. Courtesy of 3 hits helped out by a couple errors. And the Northstars will come up to bat trying to cut into this deficit. Well, it's a change of events, to say the least, Nash. 5 runs just put on the board by those Blue Sox after falling behind 2-1 after 1 inning. They answered back in a big way.
Yeah, now allows Hathaway to get aggressive on the mound and pour it in the zone. Had a couple of strikeouts in the first. They go up the double to Robles and hit Sidler. But with the 4-run lead now, you can kind of dial it in.
Definitely makes you a little more comfortable as a pitcher getting that lead. Austin Miller, Adam Green, Wyatt Curdy due up for the North Stars. First pitch grounded foul, left side. Austin Miller, the designated hitter today, hitting in the 6th hole. Big 6'4" righty out of Southeastern Illinois College. 2 for 4, so far in the season. He's drawn a couple walks, also hit by a pitch. So that on base percentage, well over 700. The 0-1, breaking ball in there, strike 2.
If he has that thing working, throw it for a strike, throw it for a ball. It is going to be a tough day for the North Stars. We're able to get to him a bit in the first.
You wonder how sharp Taven Hathaway will be on the mound after such a long time sitting. Looks good there. Strike 3, swinging. He gets Austin Miller on 3 pitches for the first out.
Breaking ball. So you throw it for a strike, get a second strike called, and then you throw it low for a ball to get the chase. It's just, if you can locate that thing, that'll be a wonderful weapon today for Hathaway and for the rest of the season in the PSCL.
That brings up the shortstop, Adam Green, batting in the 7th spot. So far, 1 for 4 on the season. Swing and a miss right there. He's walked 3 times. So that on-base percentage is over 500. He'll bat with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning, trying to get something going. Answer back after surrendering 5 runs in the top of the 2nd. Good-looking breaking ball, a little bit upstairs.
Looked very good.
Taven Hathaway wanted it. Count stands a ball and a strike. Upstairs 2-1. So far, both pitchers have been around the plate. Only combined 2 walks and hit batters between the 2 of them.
Yeah, usually when you see crooked numbers, it's because of walks, but not today.
Strike 2 called, fastball on the outside part of the plate. Gotta be a good sign from the Blue Sox. Your man on the mound quickly gets ahead of both batters to start the next inning.
Mm-hmm. Expect a little breaking ball out of the zone here. Put away pitch.
He tried it, ended up leaving it up and inside. Adam Green having to dance out of the way of that. That moves it to a full count. Adam Green trying to get on base, answer back.
We've seen Hathaway, no matter the count, he'll go to that curveball. We'll see what happens here on 3-2. I expect him to go back.
The 3-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Did he go? And yes, says the first base umpire. Adam Green goes around on the check swing. Troy May deposits the ball over the first base to finish off the strikeout. Second strikeout of the inning, 4th overall for Taven Hathaway.
Yeah, 3 straight strikeouts for Hathaway. This is kind of what happened in his first outing of the year against the Coyotes.
So that brings up the second baseman, Wyatt Curdy, out of Mendocino College. Starting off red hot, 3 for 7 so far on the season. Stolen 3 bases, speedster. That ball's left a little upstairs, a ball, no strikes. 11 men total batting in this North Stars lineup. As said right now, Wyatt Curdy, the 8th man to bat so far. One out from Hathaway, breaking ball in the dirt.
Hathaway went 4 in that game and gave up a couple runs. 2 earned, 1 unearned. 2 walks through 70 pitches, but got better as that game went on. We got to meet him during PSCL check-in. Brought chocolates for all the interns. You remember that, Evan?
Oh, I do. What a gentleman.
Him.
That was him, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a gentleman. I like him more now. That's upstairs 3-0. Both bullpens quiet, so expect to see Austin Sheldon back on the mound for the North Stars. Think we'll see a take here, 3-0 count to Wyatt Curdy?
Yes, because the first 2 outs were quick.
Would be taken all the way. Curdy takes upstairs, a 4-pitch walk, and that'll give the North Stars a 2-out base runner in the bottom of the second inning. Now bring up the left fielder, Joe Jimenez. Local guy, College of the Desert. 1 for 5 so far this season. Easy to see why these North Stars lead the league in walks so far. Seems like everyone in the lineup. Checo on the runner, that ball's thrown away. Curdy will go to second, and he's going to make it to third easily as that ball dies out in the bullpen. Big turnaround third base, he'll go on back. First error of the game for the Blue Sox. Taven Hathaway with a check on the run. He tried a sidearm delivery. He just threw it way wide to the first baseman, Joshua Notriano.
Curdy very fast. Thought about even going home, he's so fast, but opted against it. Now base hit will get a run back here for the North Stars.
Hathaway set. He'll deliver the first pitch to Joe Jimenez. So that's in the air, foul left field side back towards the parking lot. I've been surprised so far, Nash. I've seen quite a few throwaways from pitchers checking on runners at first base. I guess part of that might be they have one practice as soon as they come out here, coming right off their college season, right into game action. So that's fouled straight back.
Yeah, I wonder about that, especially with 2 outs. It's okay to check the runner, especially with Curdy's speed.
Curdy's stolen 3 bases this season already. Trying to work around the runner at third. No balls, 2 strikes. Hathaway trying to record a shutdown inning. That's in there for a called strike 3. Taven Hathaway strikes out the side, and he leaves a man over on third base. No runs, no hits. Hathaway able to work around the walk and the throwing error. We go to the top of the third inning. Blue Sox lead 6-2. We're set for the top of the third inning. Blue Sox lead 6-2 as they'll take their next set of hacks right here. 5, 6, 7, Jeremy Gisek, Troy May, Jamal Ritter due up for the Blue Sox. 8 men came to bat in the second inning during that 5-run outburst. Jeremy Gisek struck out his first time up as he got a breaking ball, and that hit him right on the back. Looked like it didn't hurt too badly. Not much he could have done to try to get out of the way of that pitch.
That rally started with a Ritter walk. And for Sheldon was, I'm sure, hoping to get the first out on Gisek. He got the first out in the second, then walked single, error. A couple of strikeouts. Finally, the inning ended.
And that'll bring Troy May up to bat. Ground out to shortstop his first time up. So he takes a ball 1-0. Nash just felt a little bit of that miss coming right on. That breeze just at the perfect angle.
Exceptional.
It's somewhat rare we get a breeze this perfect. We're able to get the mist system coming right on into the booth. And there goes Gisek. Throw down. Not in time. Stolen base for Jeremy Gisek. Second stolen base of the game for the Blue Sox.
Gisek, 3 steals and 3 tries. Gonna make sure Curdy's okay.
Yeah, that throw from Federico Sanchez, a little bit towards the right field side of the second base bag.
Curdy almost jumped up and kind of landed awkwardly.
Yeah, he had to make an athletic play going up in the air to try and stop. But looks like we're going to have a substitution. Curdy's going to leave the game. That's Santiago Castro, who's going to come into the game to play second base.
I hope Curdy's okay.
So Castro will bat in Curdy's spot in the 8th spot of the order.
Good thing we have an outstanding training team down there.
Oh, they're tremendous.
Trevor and Haley.
Yeah, I wish I had athletic trainers like them during my years running in college. Sore all the time as a runner, Nash, I tell you. So the count said 2 balls, no strikes to Troy May. Jeremy Gisek just stole second base. Second baseman for the Northstars, Wyatt Curdy, had to leave the game. He ended up being shaken up after retrieving the throw down. Santiago Castro takes his place. Top of the 3rd inning, nobody out. Blue Sox lead 6-2 after a 5-run outburst in the 2nd. Austin Sheldon trying to work around a man on second, no out jam. That's grounded out to second base. Santiago, the ball finds you early, just like that. He makes the play at first.
Love that.
Over the 3rd goes Jeremy Gisek. He's there with 1 out. And that brings up Jamal Ritter. He walked and scored his first time up in the 2nd. Looks like the middle infield will play about halfway. The corners a step or 2 behind their respective bases.
Jamal walked and scored in the 2nd.
First pitch in the dirt, ball 1, blocked by Federico Sanchez.
Ritter on the season came into today with a .556 on base percentage before the walk, so that'll go up depending on what happens here.
That's fouled straight back, a ball and a strike. Left fielder Joe Jimenez playing very, very shallow on Ritter, the left-handed batter.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut down that sac fly.
Jacob Monday shaded about 15, 20 feet towards left center field. He's probably playing the deepest. It's that strike 2.
Also, base hit through the left side. Jimenez may have a chance at a play at the plate.
Because Joe Jimenez is playing so shallow.
Correct.
Ball 2 strikes. That's it, foul. Austin Sheldon tried to run a breaking ball back over the outside part of the plate. Ritter flicked it foul.
Ritter 2 for 6, 4 walks.
So that pitch just misses, ball 2.
Good battle here.
We'll try it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Ritter. Down low, ball 3. Gets away from Sanchez for a moment. Not too far. That moves the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
If I'm Ritter here, I'm sitting fastball. I don't think Sheldon wants to walk another batter.
That's it well out towards right field. Back goes Roman Robles, still back. That's going to be a one hop off the wall. Coasting home is Jeremy Giesecke. Ritter around second. He's going to third. He'll get in there sliding. An absolute rocket deep in the right field from Jamal Ritter. An RBI triple.
That ball was tagged. And he did sit fastball. He got it, turned on it. Fastball up in the zone, crushed. Thought that one was going to be gone.
It looked like it had a chance. That's a home run in a lot of ballparks. 350 feet down the lines in both left and right field.
Triple for Ritter. He's gotten things going today for the Blue Sox.
First extra base hit of the season for Jamal Ritter. Now I'll bring up Jacob Kalt. He singled and scored a run his first time up in the second. Blue Sox now lead 7-2, one out and a man on third. The infield playing back. So that ball's fisted off the hands. Austin Green will put that one away. Easy second out. Ritter will have to stay at third. And it'll be left to Primo Vasquez, the 9-hole hitter, designated hitter. Singled home run his first time up, stole a base and scored.
This part of the order, man. Ritter got it going in the second with that walk. Then he triples home a run. Vasquez and Queimada. They've really gotten it done so far. Just one hit in the first 5 spots of the order.
This bottom of the order, Nash, it's been deadly.
Absolutely.
That ball's towards hole, through the hole on the right side. A base hit, a second hit of the day for Primo Vasquez. Crossing the plane scoring is Jamal Ritter. Second RBI of the day for Primo Vasquez to go with his 2-hit game.
It's 8-2. I mean, just like that. Blue Sox have taken control.
The Blue Sox have taken advantage of some miscues in the field from the Northstars, but they've just been hitting the cover off the ball. Taking ball one in the dirt is Joel Queimada. He singled in a couple runs his first time up and scored. Queimada playing shortstop, batting in the 10 spot. The 1-0 in the air, center field. Jacob Monday over his right. He makes the call. Still coming in. Wynn got a hold of that one. He makes the catch to retire the side. But not before 2 more runs cross the plate for the Blue Sox. Highlight of the inning, that RBI triple from Jamal Ritter. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 8-2 Blue Sox. We're back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Evan Schmeiser joined by Nash Walker. Absolute offensive uproar from the Blue Sox. 6 hits to go along with those 8 runs. We've seen some rockets, Nash.
Jamal Ritter, the latest example, but Primo Vasquez as well. Credit to him getting that run in to make this thing 8-2.
Taven Hathaway back to work for his 3rd inning. As he delivers a first pitch strike to the designated hitter, Abraham Hernandez, batting in the 10th spot.
And he's retired 5 of his last 6, has Hathaway, with 4 strikeouts.
Trying for his second consecutive shutout inning, he delivers a ball up and away, a ball on the strike. Abraham Hernandez, another local guy, College of the Desert. 3 for 9 so far this season, a couple doubles to his credit. That ball's off the end of the bat. Castro going back. He's not able to make the catch. It's off his glove and it'll drop. So a leadoff base runner for the North Stars. They look to try to chip into this deficit. We'll see about the scoring on that play in just a moment. And that will officially go down as a single for Abraham Hernandez. His 4th hit of the season. That gives the North Stars a leadoff base runner. And that'll bring Mario Catalan to the plate, the 11th man in the order in this 11-man lineup. That ball's in the dirt. It gets away from Troy May. May didn't see it right away. Hernandez will stop at second base on the wild pitch. Catalan out of Citrus Community College, this being the 4th game he's played, and he's 4 for 7 so far.
With a double, batting 11th. And that's the thing with the North Stars. They're trailing 8-2, but they have the offense to be able to cut into this thing and make it a ball game. Still got about an hour to play, so plenty of time.
Only 7-inning games are all of these PSCL games. So they have to get moving. Long set from Hathaway, the man on second. Checks on him once. And time is called at home plate by Catalan. Nash, with a long looking like that, you wonder if Taven Hathaway and Troy May are on the same page.
You do wonder, and that single blooped in by Hernandez. Wild pitch, all of a sudden he's at second. It's just a reminder, the slippery game of baseball, Evan.
Trying for a second straight shutdown inning, he delivers ball 2 upstairs.
He did strain Castro, or actually Curdy, before Curdy left the game injured. Strained him at third. Got Jimenez looking.
So you're Mario Catalan, the 11 hitter, facing a 2-ball, no-strike count. What's your approach here, Nash?
Dead red.
He swings away at that fastball, hits it foul to the right side.
Now I could see Hathaway going to the breaking ball, but just getting back into the count with a fastball. We've seen him go 2-0 breaking ball. We've seen him go 2-1 breaking ball.
We've seen him go 3-0 and 3-1 breaking ball.
3-0, 3-1, yep. I think he does it here.
Another long set and pause. 2-1 fast. Let's ground out to shortstop. Joel came out up with it. Checks the runner back over the first. 1 out.
Good play, Queimada. It was a fastball for a strike that time. And kind of jammed him.
And as you like the way that Joel Queimada looked Abraham Hernandez back to the second base bag.
Strong play, strong throw, clean. 6-3 on the scorebook.
That'll bring up the leadoff man, Jacob Monday. He struck out his first time up. Now batting with a man on second base, 1 out. Chance for an RBI. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Way behind it. I would give him that exact same pitch twice more. Just way late on that fastball. And when a hitter's late as a pitcher, that doesn't mean you just go to the off speed. If they can't catch up, don't give them the off speed where they can.
That's why they call it a thinking man's game, Nash. Does get a fastball, hits that one in the air to center. Ritter goes back and over to his right. Tagging from second is Hernandez. Throw to third, not in time, just a little bit late. Taking a chance is Abraham Hernandez, tagging up from second. He's able to make it safely in the third with 2 outs.
2 quick outs from Hathaway. Some good fastballs. He jammed Catalan, got the ground ball. Monday put good wood on it, but under that pitch on the elevated fastball.
And now that'll bring up Roman Robles. He hit the double off the base of the wall in the first inning. He scored in the first, one of 2 runs that the North Stars were able to put up in their half of the first inning. Now he bats with a man on third. Nash, you have first base open. You're up 6 runs for your Taven Hathaway and the Blue Sox. How do you approach this at bat with Roman Robles after the double he hit his first time up?
He did hit that ball hard, and then he hit Sidler behind him. And now you're down 1-0, so I'd be cautious. He's going right at him. You do have an 8-2 lead, so fastball's in the zone. And 1 hit's not going to ruin your day here, but
worst he can do is make it an 8-4 ball game.
right. Challenge him. Hathaway wants to go deep into this game, I'm sure.
Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2-1.
We haven't seen that breaking ball in a while, Evan.
Yeah, it's been a minute. You're right. He's thrown several good ones.
You'll see a lot of the time, especially, you go fastball to Monday. Left-handed hitter comes up, start him with a first pitch breaking ball in the zone, kind of a get me over and lock him up.
I wonder if he has a changeup in his arsenal to try and go after this left-handed hitter. Another breaking ball. Well, like the home plate umpire rang him up for a second, but it's actually strike 2. Robles is a little confused, but now everything's straightened up. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Ripped right side, off the glove, Joshua No Trout, trickles into right field. So Robles is on, crossing the plate is Abraham Hernandez. That makes it an 8-3 ball game.
That thing was roped.
And that'll officially go down as a hit for Roman Robles. That ball is a missile. Trying to backhand it on one hop was Joshua Notriano. Not able to do it. Ultimately, the second hit of the day for Roman Robles and an RBI.
Yeah, Robles has hit him hard today. He's been on Hathaway's fastball. Tough play at first for Notriano. Got a glove on it, so I'm sure he'd tell you he wanted to make that catch, but hard hit ball.
That ball came after him at just about 96 miles an hour off the bat. Absolute rocket, coming with a wood bat nonetheless.
First pitch breaking ball here to Sidler. I love it.
Bryce Sidler was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored a run his first time up. And there goes Robles. As that got Bryce Sidler right on the hand.
For the second time, he's frustrated. Hit twice today by Hathaway.
I mean, there's no way it'd be intentional. Last thing you want to do is put men on base when you're up 5 runs.
Especially up 0-1 in the count. But maybe just frustration with the pain on that one.
Nobody likes to get hit in the hand. If you want to get hit, you'd rather it be somewhere meaty like the back, maybe the butt.
Yeah, and part of it is these guys want to hit, like we always say. They're not here to walk. They're not here to get hit by pitches. And, it's frustrating to go up there in your first 2 plate appearances and you're hit. You want to go up there and swing, get an opportunity to get better.
So now it's Federico Sanchez, men on first and second, 2 outs. That's in the dirt, blocked by Troy May. He's been busy back there. Sanchez hit a sacrifice fly to the left fielder Jacob Kalt his first time up.
He hit that ball hard. There's been some swing and miss in his game and the early going for the North Stars, but he's strong.
1-0, another long hold from Taven Hathaway. The 1-0. Ripped in the right field, that's going to be a base hit. Rounding third is Robles, he'll score. Going to third is Sidler. The throw is going to be late. RBI single for Federico Sanchez, his second RBI of the game. And it's now an 8-4 ball game. The North Stars are chipping away.
Single hit by pitch single with 2 outs. A couple of runs here. They get those runs back from the top of the third.
That brings up Connor Caldwell. He struck out looking his first time up. First pitch ripped. Fair ball down the left field line. 1-run score. Sanchez coming all the way around. He'll score easily from first base. A ringing 2-run double off the bat of Connor Caldwell. And just like that, the lead is down to 2 for the Blue Sox. 4 runs put up in their half of the third have the North Stars done. And just like that, it's a 2-run game and the tying runs up at the plate.
Wow. Some hard contact. Hathaway looked like he was going to escape and leave Hernandez aboard. Not so fast. Robles single, Sidler hit in the back, and then back-to-back hard hit balls. And you betcha, North Stars are back in this game. And that's what I was saying. They have the offense to do this. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner here.
Gabriel Crystal, University of Sioux Falls. 3 stolen bases to his credit so far this season. He'll be the base runner over at second. Now the batter will be Austin Miller. He struck out his first time up. Second time through the order proved to be much more difficult for Taven Hathaway. Our analytics guys tell us all the time about this. No balls, 1 strike. Miller standing right on top of the plate as Hathaway steps off. Looks like the Blue Sox bullpen just starting to get a little bit busy if somebody's stretching out down there. But at least for now, this is Hathaway's inning to try to work out of. Breaking ball ripped up the middle, a base hit for Miller. Rounding third is Caldwell. The throw's up the line. He'll score. Going to second as the ball gets away is Austin Miller. Nash, it's a 1-run game.
Unbelievable.
5 runs have crossed the plate in the bottom of the third.
And it's hard contact. It's not walks. You know, he did hit Sidler, but that is back-to-back-to-back hard hit balls off Hathaway here in a 5-run inning. And now the go-ahead run at the plate, the tying run is in scoring position.
So we have a meeting on the mound. Back and forth, the Blue Sox and North Stars go. It's only the bottom of the third inning, already 8-7. 6 hits apiece for both teams. We've really seen some rockets, Nash, especially after only 6 combined hits in our first game of the day.
Well, they're on his fastball, clearly. Hitting it very hard.
And they've had good swings off of Hathaway's breaking ball,
starting to get on his, starting to get on that, too. I think that last pitch to Miller was a breaking ball. It started at the front shoulder and leaked out over the plate, and he hit it hard up the middle.
And I'll bring up Adam Green. He struck out his first time up in the second. Takes a breaking ball a little low, ball 1. Austin Miller over at second base with his RBI single, and he advanced on the throw.
4 2-out hits here for the North Stars. It's battling. I mean, you see the score is 8-2, and they don't stop.
That's winning offense.
Keep battling.
Both these teams have been strong offensively. It looks like we have the big lefty Matt Gorham warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Sox. They'll try and get up in a hurry. Counts it's a ball, 1 strike to Adam Green. Hathaway trying to preserve what is now a 1-run lead for the Blue Sox. Swing and a miss from Green, 1-2.
Inning has unraveled on him. Just those 2 runs in the first, and he's throwing strikes, making hard contact.
That's fouled straight back. Besides the bloop hit from Abraham Hernandez to start this inning out to the second baseman Castro, everything else has been a rocket, as you said, Nash.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do wonder if Notriano makes that catch on the Robles liner. I mean, none of this happens, right?
Yeah, all the damage coming with 2 outs.
It was hit hard. Hit him in the glove. It's just one of those plays you kind of circle and look back on.
Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Blocked once again by Troy May.
It's not an error, but it's potentially a game-changing play.
That's a play, I'm sure, if you ask any infielder, he'd say he should make it. and I'd want that play back. Troy May's done a really nice job behind the plate. He's had some tough pitches in the dirt, and he's blocked a whole lot of them.
He's called a pretty good game, too. I like the pitch selection. It's one of those things you go through a lineup. Second time.
The 2-2, whoa. Looks
Late
like
time.
And we've seen with Hathaway already, very long holds on some of his pitches, especially once he gets guys on base. Sometimes that can be a bit of a dangerous thing once you start your motion and try to stop. Now he's a 2-2. Way inside, nearly hit him. Now it's a full count. Taven Hathaway dealing with Adam Green. He surrendered 5 runs so far in the 3rd inning. So initially an 8-2 lead, now just an 8-7 lead for the Blue Sox. Here's the 3-2. Got him with a breaking ball, and that finally retires the side. But not before 5 runs cross the plate for the Blue Sox off of 5 hits. The big blow of the inning, the RBI 2-run double down the left field line from Connor Caldwell. Back and forth we go. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning. Blue Sox holding on to a 1-run lead over the North Stars. One, two, three in the order due up for the Blue Sox. Ryan Osso, Alexis Gambino, Matthew Lawton. As all of a sudden, the Blue Sox need to get back to work on the offensive side after surrendering 5 runs to the North Stars. And now it's just an 8-7 lead for the Blue Sox.
Feels like the last time they hit was like an hour ago. Feels like a very long time ago. That was a long inning.
That feels like the 3rd inning took
Yeah.
it out. Plenty of action. Everybody's hitting the ball all over the place. Ryan Osso reached on an error by the second baseman and scored his first time up, singled and scored in the second. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Austin Green back out to work the 4th inning. And still nobody up in the North Stars bullpen, so at the very least the 4th inning belongs to Austin Green. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, laid off by Osso.
3rd time through now. Also, 2 errors.
I talk about all the time in the big leagues. 3rd time through the batting order.
Reached on 2 errors, I should say.
And broken his bat. That's grounded out to second base over the first, 1 out.
Good play by Castro. He's had some opportunities coming in for Curdy here. And the most important thing for the North Stars and Miller, just get your offense back into the dugout as soon as possible.
We saw Taven Hathaway record a shutdown inning initially after the 5-run second inning rally for the Blue Sox. Not able to do so after scoring 2 more runs in the 3rd. Working quickly is Austin Sheldon. He's trying to record a shutdown inning after his North Stars put up 5 runs. There's a rocket out to left field. Joe Jimenez going back. He's able to put it away. Nice running grab to run down that line drive from Alexis Gambino.
Lost his hat in the process. That ball was hit hard and then started hooking. Good play by Jimenez.
We've seen some really nice running grabs from both sets of outfielders. That'll bring up Matthew Lawton. Sacrifice fly in the first inning, struck out in the second.
Sheldon's dialed it in now. You almost feel that momentum start to shift. The defense is playing better. The offense rallied, and now Sheldon finding his stride.
So that's taken upstairs. Matthew Lawton batting with two outs and nobody on. Counts it's a ball and a strike. Down low, 2-1. And it looks like Matt Gorham is all finished warming up for the Blue Sox. Good chance we'll see him next inning. Breaking ball a little upstairs, 3-1. What are you looking for here, Nash? 3-1 count to Matthew Lawton.
I'm looking fastball.
And he gets a fastball just a little bit outside. Austin Sheldon couldn't believe he didn't get the strike call.
Me neither. Looks pretty good.
2-out base runner for the Blue Sox. Off the walk for Matthew Lawton. That'll bring up Joshua Notriano. Singled in the first, struck out in the second. Wonder if we'll see Lawton try to take off from first base. That ball's chopped in front of home plate. Austin Sheldon up with it. Underhand toss to first, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. A man left over at first base after the walk. Shutdown inning recorded by Austin Sheldon. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Blue Sox lead 8-7. Just about set for the bottom of the fourth inning. Santiago Castro, Joe Jimenez, Abraham Hernandez due up. 8, 9, 10, and 11 for the Northstars. And they'll face a new pitcher. Number 30, Matt Gorham. He's pitched a couple games so far. He's gone 5 scoreless innings total. There's 5 hits allowed. Settles quickly on the ground at first base. Joshua Notriano takes it to the bag himself. Quickly one away for Matt Gorham.
Going to the shutdown pen. Trying to hold on to this lead here.
Matt Gorham trying to put up a 0 after Austin Sheldon able to do the same thing in his half of the fourth. They'll face Joe Jimenez, struck out his first time up. So that's taken a little bit low. Matt Gorham doesn't appear to be a strikeout pitcher. 3 strikeouts through now 5 of the third innings. He's only surrendered 1 walk so far this season. So he falls behind 2-0. Waiting on deck is Abraham Hernandez. Here's the 2-0. On the outside corner, 2-1. It would be something, Nash, if Gorham's able to pull up a 0. Be our first complete scoreless full inning of the entire game.
By far it would be. 3 in the first, 5 in the second, 7 in the third. And shockingly, 3 outs in the top of the fourth.
15 combined runs, 12 combined hits from both teams. 3 balls and a strike to Joe Jimenez. That's outside ball 4. Just a second walk given up the season by Matt Gorham. So now the tying run is on base for the North Stars as they trail by 1 in the bottom of the fourth inning.
I don't think 8 runs is going to win this game, Evan. That's my feeling. I don't think the winning team will have 8 runs. So take that with what you will. But the way this thing has gone, is a couple of good offenses. After today, these will be, 2 of the top 3 or 4 offenses in the league, I think.
Abraham Hernandez will dig in, singled his first time up. First pitch swing is Hernandez, that's popped way up there. Santiago Castro out, battling the wind and the sun. He puts it away, 2 outs.
Defense is really sharpened. I know these aren't overly difficult plays, but the defense has sharpened here in the last inning for both clubs.
Now the 11th man in the order, Mario Catalan, grounded out to short his first time up. Now he'll bat with 2 outs and a man on first. Rip towards the gap, left center field. Diving is called, he can't get it. And they're going to wave Joe Jimenez around. There won't be a throw. He crosses the plate. Going to third is Catalan. He is safe over at third base. How about that? With 2 outs and a man on first, Mario Catalan just tied the game with an RBI double.
Wow. And there you go. 8-8. We're knotted up, Evan. Looks like we'll have a potential substitution here.
Jacob Monday's due up. Struck out in the first, flew out to center in the third. He takes a strike on the outer part of the plate. First run given up so far this season for Matt Gorham.
Excuse me, that is Monday.
That ball's out to center field. On the run is Jamal Ritter. He puts it away. Another nice running grab from the center fielder. As that finally retires the side, but not before the North Stars able to tie it up. The line drive from Catalan, Jacob Kalk couldn't get it on the dive, and scoring all the way from first was Joe Jimenez. We'll go to the 5th inning, tied at 8. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Blue Sox as we go to the top of the 5th inning. North Stars just able to tie the game at 8 in their half. Austin Sheldon will get back to work here in the 5th inning. He started the game, settled down nicely in the 4th inning. He pitched a scoreless frame. He delivers a first pitch outside to Jeremy Gisek. Struck out in the 1st inning, hit by a pitch, and scored in the 3rd.
It's been a wild game. Evan, 6 unanswered here for the North Stars.
Swing and a miss right there. Still nobody up in the bullpen for the Blue Sox.
So the Blue Sox go 7 unanswered, and the North Stars respond and go 6 unanswered.
That's popped up foul out of play.
It's been wild, fun game. 2 good offenses.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be all Blue Sox. At first, that ball's fouled straight back. Nash is getting ready to try to catch that one.
It's going to be something like that. That sort of spin. We need it higher, but a spin right into here. Is that what it looked like when it was in the PA booth?
That one came
Funky
back.
spin.
That one came back much quicker. The screen isn't quite as high over towards the first base side of it.
Ah, yes.
It got on us pretty quickly. If we had a PA announcer, that definitely would have hit him. It made a decent dent in the wall too. Six unanswered runs put up by the North Stars. It looked like it would be all Blue Sox early. Not to be the case. Gisek is down swinging. And throw just in time getting him to finish off the strikeout.
Yeah, Sheldon really has pitched much better here.
That being the 5th strikeout of the game for Sheldon.
Retired 3 in a row, then a walk, and now 2 more in a row, which in this game is a pretty big accomplishment.
That is a big deal, to say the least, Nash.